Today I want to show you a strategy called red light, green light. Here we're using a 5-minute chart of the NASDAQ futures and 3 moving averages. A 9-period moving average, that's our red line, a 20-period moving average, that's our blue line, and a 50-period, that's our green line. Now here I also have a 20-period Bollinger Band with standard deviation of 2. This is something I always have on to give me an idea of the extent of a run, but it isn't necessary. So here are the conditions of our trade. We want a stacking order of red line, then blue line, then green line from top to bottom. Next, we want the red line to cross down through the blue line. After that, we buy at the green line for a long position. For short positions, the strategy is reversed, and we'll look at some examples of that so you can make some sense of that. But make sure to follow these steps in order. You don't want the price to be trading at the green line before the red line has crossed through the blue line. Also, if the red line crosses back through the blue line before the target entry is reached at the green line, the whole strategy is reset and you need to look for a new crossover. Alright, so now we're going to look at some examples. Alright, here's our first example. We have the red, blue, and green line in proper stacking order. The next thing we want is for the red line to go down through the blue line. And we have it right here. There's our crossover. Red light. Then we want the price to go down to the green line, which we have on our very next bar. That's our green light. That's the signal to go in. So we would buy here, and you can take profit at your discretion. Here we have another example for a long setup, where you have red, blue, green, get the crossover, and you buy at the green line. Look at all this profit potential. Really didn't go that far under the green line. Let's move on. Now here's an example of a trade that you would not take. Remember earlier I said that we got to keep these steps in order. You have the red, blue, and green in proper stacking order. Then you want to look for the red line to cross down through the blue line, which occurs here. However, notice 1, 2, 3, 4 bars by the time you cross through are already at the green line and below, way below. So you're not going to take this trade. It's out of order. It's a traffic violation. Now our next example is right here. You have red, blue, green in reverse order. So we're looking to short in this setup. You look for the red line to cross through the blue line. Occurs here, and then you would short at the green line, and you take profit in this direction. Here's another long example. You have our stacking red, blue, green. You get the crossover right here, and you buy at the green line. And look at this thing go. That was a good one. Another similar example. You have red, blue, green. You get the crossover here, and you buy here. Now, this brings up an interesting point. You obviously have potential for a gain right here. Very good. And keep in mind that as this is developing, when you get to this point that the red line is visibly crossing over, just keep in mind that as you're seeing the crossover occur, you got to wait till the close of the bar to know if it's really crossed over. Imagine if this went up. It could be that the red line would actually be up here. So wait for the close of the bar. Now, so you'd get the close of the bar, and you'd have the crossover, and here's your opportunity to get in right here. So there you go. Right here we have another long example where the red line is up here, blue, green. We get the crossover, red through the blue. Price action down at the green line. We buy here, and we go up to here at the most in this trade. This may not look like the best example, but this is still a 25-point trade from this green line to the top of this bar. So potential for profit is still good. Now here we're looking at a short setup where you got red, blue, green going from bottom to top, and you get the crossover here. But before the price reaches the green line, look, you got the red line crosses down below the blue line again. So your reset where your stacking order is back to red, blue, green. So you just look for the crossover again. And there it is. So you're able to short right here. For our last example, it's going to be another short setup. Red, blue, green. You get your crossover here, right there, and you would short here. And notice that it just barely reaches the green line. You may actually miss this trade, but you could still see it goes in the right direction. So as you can see, this strategy has a lot of potential for those longer runs. So hopefully next time we'll see you with bigger profits.